still kind of like the Halloween spirit, so I gotta ask you guys about the outfits that you guys had.
Yeah.
So was that like you saw that 2 months down the road, like we're gonna be Fear and Loathing, or
a week before?
Yeah.
but you knew you wanted
He
it.
thought of it, and I was like, yes, perfect.
We had been trying to figure something out, and yeah, we I wish it was a month before because I could have grown out like a proper stash, and then it would have been like really on. But I kind of went with a fake one, and it fell off within 5 seconds. But we got a picture with it, so that's what's important.
Where were you guys for Halloween?
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
We were in Atlanta, but we had just come from Vegas. So we were like, kind of made sense.
That's when it kind of clicked in. Like a couple days before, we were like, shit. That'd be perfect. My hair right now, I wouldn't have to do anything to pull that. And the glasses are, I got half of his costume. Yep.
And you guys were in Las Vegas for Life is Beautiful, or was that for?
Exactly.
Yep. It was cool, man. It was a first-year festival, and they took the old part of. I'm actually from Las Vegas, so this is kind of a trip to be back in the old part of downtown, and it's kind of being run down a little bit these days, and they really took the whole thing over. Put some money into it, like renovated, and took a lot of the spaces and made like art installation into these spaces, and like integrated them throughout the festival. And then they had all this like crazy food, like chefs and all this stuff come in and do stuff, and then just a lot of great bands. And so it turned out to be super, super cool. And we were excited to be a part of it.
Who was there that you were like stoked on? Who'd you get to see that was put it on well?
I got to see J5. Jurassic 5 was there earlier in the day.
Yeah,
and,
we were only there for like
them.
a minute. I wish we were there longer. We didn't get to be there the whole weekend. So
just for your in and out.
Janelle Monáe.
There was a bunch of people.
Badass,
dude. She is a badass.
She
live, she like really puts on a good show. She's great. In her live show, she has this like James Brown vibe, just dancing all around, and her band's like coordinated dance moves, and she's got a cape and the whole. I mean, it's pretty. Good. It's wild. It's a good show.
And so we all know that like cats have magical powers, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but they hold us like it seems like they hold a little specialer place in your guys' lives. Or are you just equal cat lovers?
I don't know what it is.
We just love kitties.
No, I don't know. Every time
we just love little kittens.
We love kittens. We love kittens.
Every time we see a picture of cats with something shooting out of their eyes, we chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
So like last night there was a guy that dressed up in a bunny suit that Eddie Vedder like saw in the crowd and basically ended up on stage. I got to imagine people wearing some fucked up shit at your shows.
Sure.
And so do you ever like see something in the crowd and are like, yo, get on up, or do you keep that shit off?
We haven't done that, but we've definitely like. I feel like back in the day at like smaller shows where there's not a barricade or something, you know, people just run up on stage, really.
Yeah.
We've had a couple stage divers that like they somehow get up and then they'll like be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna jump, and then they like jump into nothing. Like everybody just parts.
They ship parts like the Red Sea, and then poor guy just ran right on his.
Right. And so, I mean, are you guys rock and roll fans, or like, would you say
everything?
So,
we're into everything. Yeah, no doubt. Hip hop, rap, jazz, rock.
Not country so much, but pretty much everything else. We like Johnny Cash. Obvious, we don't need to get into the whole thing. But I was in a bluegrass band for a while, so I definitely played my fair share of stuff, just not pop country.
Acoustic music.
It's not pop country. That's okay.
Is that okay? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool with me, man. Who am I anyway?
That's cool with you.
So you guys are doing New Year's with Paper Diamond.
Yep.
And White Panda.
White Panda.
Have you performed or toured with either of them before? Like.
Yeah. Paper Diamonds. He's lived in Colorado with us for a long time.
Oh, really?
And so we've done. I came up like with him. I used to sit over at his house every day and watch how he would make music to learn how to. I've been writing and making music for years. Saxophone playing and all that kind of stuff. But he kind of got me into electronic music. So he knows what's going on in the scene. And what's hidden and what's working and stuff like that. He's always keeping it super fresh. So we're excited to have him be a part of the Roseland too, which is the Roseland's about to close next year. One of the most iconic venues in the world. And the fact that it's closing is actually pretty sad. But we're real stoked that we get to do the last New Year's there. So we're gonna really try to blow that thing out.